Here to talk more about Berlin's problems and its potential is Martin Reiter. He's the head of international sales for the online furniture business, Wayfair. Welcome to Made in Germany. Thank you for being our guest. What brings an Austrian like yourself to Berlin?
I came here first in 2007. I was really intrigued by the unique history and the dynamism that came with it. And I've been on and off ever since.
Okay, Berlin is known as something of a party city. Germany's real economic power is mainly centered in the south. Do you see that changing, and have you seen it change in the 8 years you've been here?
Yes. There is a very much evolving kind of middle class of guys that are in their 30s now and that have decent jobs. That has not been like that before 2007, 2008. And most of those jobs that I've seen were created in the tech industry.
Berlin's former mayor, Klaus Wowereit, famously said that Berlin is poor but sexy. Do you think it's time to update that slogan?
I think it's still pretty relevant. I think it's growing and sexy. That's what I would probably say.
Growing and sexy. All right,
Yeah.
we'll print that on the business cards. You were telling me earlier that you were partly responsible for the decision that Wayfair made to put its European headquarters in Berlin. What attracted you to Berlin?
So, as we are steering all our European operations out of our headquarters, we want to find a place where we can attract people from those different countries that we're steering to work with us here. Berlin is the best and easiest place in my experience to hire people from all over Europe.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's a combination of cheap living cost, a very dynamic, young and interesting city, and an evolving tech scene which gives plenty of opportunities.
What are some of the challenges of doing business here?
It's still like when you think of a little bit more seasoned managers, a lot of these industries are in Hamburg, Munich, Cologne, but people are getting so more and more attracted to Berlin, so that's rather easy to solve these days.
Okay, we have a few facts and figures about the German capital that we want to share now with our viewers. Berlin is home to 3.56 million people, and last year alone, 44,000 more moved here. Most of them came from abroad. And as we heard earlier, nearly 12 million tourists visited the city last year. And it goes without saying, every weekend, a lot of people dance in Berlin's clubs, about 45,000 of them. So Berlin is clearly a magnet for people that are looking for a good time. But do you think it really has what it takes to attract other international businesses?
I think we're getting there, yes. I think when you look at a few of the big success stories like Rocket, like Zalando, a few other businesses come here, found here, American companies getting attracted to come here. This creates an ecosystem where we have 50, 100,000 jobs that will be created over the next 5 to 10 years. And at some point, you know, if you get the ball rolling, it just accelerates.
When I moved here, people said to me, Berlin is not Germany. Would you agree?
A little bit, yeah.
Do you think that it has German characteristics?
Of course, things work.
Things work. Okay, we're going to leave it there. Martin Reiter, thank you so much for being our guest here on Made in Germany.
It's a pleasure.